Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shawnie. If you are new here, make sure you hit subscribe. Help a small YouTuber like me grow. And if you're already part of the family, what's up, what's good, what's poppin'? Thank you for your continuous support. In this video today, we're going to be going over the pros and cons of Virgin Voyages. I recently took a 7-day vacation with Virgin Voyages sailing the Mediterranean in the south of France and Spain, and it was a time. Your girl had a time, okay? But there were quite a few things I noticed that I feel I should let the next sailor know if they're thinking about cruising with Virgin Voyages. So let's get into the pros and cons of Virgin Voyages. I think it's always a good idea to start with the positives, so we will begin with the pros. Pro number one, adults only. As a single woman, 34 years old, living her best life with no kids, I don't want to hear nobody else's kids when I'm on vacation throwing a temper tantrum, embarrassing their parents. I ain't got time for it. I just really don't. So the fact that no kids are on board is just music to my ears, and I really appreciate it. Pro number two, a seamless boarding and disembarking process. It was very organized. You simply go in their app and pick which time you want to board and disembark from the ship. But please, when they allow you to pick your time, do it as soon as possible, or you'll be left with the worst times. When I was disembarking from the ship, I completely forgot to pick my time and I was left with 7 and 8 a.m. And that was terrible because I was staying another day in Barcelona. So I had a hotel, but I couldn't check in till 3 o'clock. So I didn't know what to do with myself from like 8 a.m. to 3. It was a nightmare. Pro number three, transportation is provided at each port stop. I noticed with other cruise lines that some of them did not provide transportation for their sailors when they would dock, but Virgin Voyages did. We will always have a shuttle or a big bus that would take us to a centrally located part of town so that we didn't waste time walking from the ship into town. Pro number four, no tips. The price you pay to sail with Virgin Voyages includes the tips for the staff, so rest assured that they are being taken care of. Oftentimes you have to budget an amount that you're going to set aside to tip the workers, but you don't have to do that with Virgin Voyages, which I think is just sheer perfection. Pro number five, no buffets. Now, I've cruised with some other cruise lines before and they had buffets, hot dogs, hamburgers, you know, the typical buffet cuisine. But at Virgin, there are no buffets. They have a food hall called the Galley, which has a diverse range of food from sushi to tacos to ramen to all-day breakfast, healthy options. They have it all. So I really appreciate not having to deal with buffets, getting my food made to order, and honestly, the food was delicious. Pro number six, it is very LGBT XYZ friendly. If you're part of that community, rest assured that you will be safe on board. There were a lot of people that worked for Virgin that were part of the community, as well as a lot of people from that community that were sailing with Virgin. So if you were worried or concerned about if the cruise line is welcoming and accepting of queer and gay people, yeah, they definitely are. Number seven, free Wi-Fi on board. They do offer free like basic Wi-Fi if you don't plan on uploading YouTube videos and vlogs and things like that. If you just want to text, maybe FaceTime, you're fine. But I did pay for the premium Wi-Fi thinking I would edit a vlog and upload it. I did not do that. But if you're a content creator like me, I would suggest maybe buying the Wi-Fi. But if you're someone who's just like, I'm just here to enjoy myself, I don't care about uploading things and having this fast streaming data, you'll be fine. There's free Wi-Fi on board. Pro number eight, the cruise ship is absolutely stunning. It is beautiful. I was walking around like, ooh, this is nice. I was looking at myself like, how do you afford this? It was beautiful and it's definitely worth your money. I loved how each bar and restaurant had its own vibe. It was just chef's kiss. And the last and final pro I have for you, pro number 9, a variety of things to do on board. You can go to fitness classes, watch live bands, hit up a bar, solo traveler meetups, the casino, the club. Yeah, there was no shortage of things to do. So on the days where it was sailing days, you didn't feel like you had to be confined to your room. I personally like to chill by the pool, check out karaoke. I just like to be around people. So everything I did, I made sure to mingle and meet folks. So yeah, definitely a lot to do on board. Now on to the negatives, the cons. And we're gonna start with the one that annoyed me the most. Con number 1, the music. I literally cannot believe a cruise line based on a music label would have such mediocre music, such diluted music the whole time. The only day I enjoyed the music was at the pajama party on night 1 at the pool on the last day. Other than that, the music definitely catered to, yeah. Because I sailed out of Barcelona in Spain, and for a 7-day cruise, I feel like y'all could have diversified that music. We could have had various days at the club that catered to various demographics. So the whole entire time it was like that, drives me insane. As well as like dated early 2000s pop. Like it was just, okay. Okay. Like you could have had a hip hop night, R&B night at the club. We sailed out of Spain. Y'all could have had some Spanish music or reggaeton, or like just diversify the music to cater to your entire crowd that's on the ship and not just one demographic. And I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on that. The music is trash, it's really annoying, and I did not enjoy that part of the cruise. Con number 2, which is my second biggest gripe I have with Virgin, the kiddie pool. I cannot believe a cruise line dedicated to adults would sit down in a meeting with engineers and architectures and go, yeah, make the pool kind of small, you know, like it don't need to be that big. Like what? The pool is literally a splash pool for adults, a kiddie pool, a frolic pool. Like what is this? It's ridiculous. Like I had seen that on a few videos I watched before I went on the cruise that people complained about the pool, but actually getting on the ship and seeing it with my own 2 eyes, I was flabbergasted. Freaking gasted that pool was that tiny. What were y'all thinking? Con number 3, the app. The app would work sometimes, and sometimes the app wouldn't work. And that's ridiculous because everything you do on the cruise ship is done on the app. So on times when it's not working, you're kind of stuck in the middle, because if you want to make a dinner reservation or make a fitness class reservation, you really can't unless you go down to like guest services or something. But who wants to do that when you can just sit in your bed in your room and do it from your phone? It really makes no sense. I'm gonna need y'all to pull y'all back-end engineers in a meeting and get it together. Con number 4, restaurants closing early. There are quite a few restaurants in the galley as well as the Mediterranean restaurant on the aft of the ship that close at 2 o'clock. What? So once they close, it significantly limits your dining options. And a lot of the restaurants on the ship are reservation only. So if you can't get a reservation, you're kind of stuck with the limited options that are available. So I found that to be quite frustrating. I was talking to a lady on the ship who's like from Spain, and she said it's quite common for them to eat around 2, 3 o'clock. And then she would go to the galley and only a couple things are open. So that was definitely not ideal. And I don't know if like it's the worst, but it's definitely annoying. Con number 5, their excursions were quite expensive. When I was looking on the app to book an excursion at the various ports, their prices and my wallet could not agree. Therefore, I didn't book any, okay? Not at all. But a girl like me grew up around a mom who always said there's more than one way to skin a cat. So I hopped my butt on Airbnb, booked an Airbnb experience. I also love the website Viator. So I checked their excursions out as well. Okay. So I had excursions. They just weren't through Virgin. Con number 6, activities that they offer on board being fully booked, when in all actuality, some of them were not. Yet, they did not make it known on the app that there were still some slots available. And I didn't like that. One of their most popular classes on board is the bungee fitness class, and I really wanted to try it, but every time I would try to go book, it was fully booked. But I spoke with a woman who said her class was literally half full. I am confusion. Why would y'all not let us know that? Apparently, you can go to these classes and wait to start, and if there are still spots open, you can walk in. But I'm on vacation, baby. I'm not trying to get somewhere early. I'm trying to leave my room 1 minute to spare and walk in. Like, come on, like, put it on the app. Y'all want us to use the app? Put it on the app. My last and final con number 7, the pool situation regarding the DJ. So, the DJ would only play for 2 hours at the pool, 2 or 3 hours, and then stop around like 6 or 7. But most people were just getting started at that hour. And so when the DJ stops, it goes back to that mediocre mid unchika music, and it kills the vibe. So one of the days I was at the pool, some drunk folks dumped a girl in the kiddie pool. How is that even possible? I don't know. But because of these people, they cut the DJ, told the DJ to stop. They had like 5, 6, 7 securities at the top of the ship looking down into the pool, and it just felt like we were all in like detention. Like we were getting punished because 2 adults got too drunk and couldn't control themselves. Okay, it's like 100 of us out here. Like that ain't got nothing to do with us. We're all acting properly. Like, tell the DJ to get his ass back in the booth and play some good music, because I'm not trying to hear this elevator music while I relax by the pool. Yeah, that was quite frustrating. All right, y'all, those are my pros and cons of sailing with Virgin Voyages. As you can tell, the pros did outweigh the cons just a little bit. Just a little bit. But what is my final recommendation? Would I go on another Virgin Voyages cruise? Would I recommend you try Virgin Voyages? Yes, I definitely would. Despite the cons, I definitely think giving Virgin Voyages a try is definitely worth it. And I would sail with Virgin again, simply because they sail from various locations that I'm looking to visit. And like I said, the cruise ship was beautiful. So yes, I would happily sail with Virgin again. All right, y'all, hopefully this video was informative, especially for anyone who has not sailed with Virgin yet. But if you're someone who has sailed with Virgin, how did I do? Was I spot on? Did I miss something? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see y'all on the next video.